We have Melissa DeLaCruz here today to discuss something that we get DM'd a lot. How in the world do you fill SlickPour?
Yeah.
Right? And you're gonna do it in a couple different ways?
Yes, I'm gonna use SlickPour traditionally, like with resin, and I'm gonna use it with our conversion gel to show you how to fill them both.
Perfect. I love it because we are all about maintenance. Fills is our life. This is an important video. Let's get started right now.
How do you backfill SlickPour? Today I'm going to show you how. Let's get started. Okay, for example, this one is in resin and this one is in our conversion gel. So I'm going to do them both at the same time. What I'm going to do is go ahead and push back my client's cuticles. What I'm going to do is take down a little bit of my bulk with my safety bit. I'm not going to touch her natural nail here. I'm just going to take down a little bit of the bulkiness so when I add it'll blend in great. So what I'm going to do is remove her top coat. And come right here and bring it down just a little bit. Okay, same with this one. Remove the top coat. And take down just a little bit of bulk right here so it'll blend in great. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is switch to my medium arbor band, and I'm going to use it on 5,000 RPMs, 4 or 5, wherever you're comfortable. All electric files are a little different, but it's usually about right there. I'm going to prep her natural nail and do baby circles around her cuticle area and tag it the rest of the way through. Okay, baby circles on her cuticle area. Make the grooves the rest of the way through. Okay, so from here what I'm going to do is dust off her fingernails and then go into swipe to change the pH balance. Now this is if they're wearing the same color, okay? If they weren't wearing the same color, you would remove it, and we do have a video for that all the way, and repeat the process from the beginning. But most people, a lot of times, will pick their same color, or even if it's a pink and you're gel polishing on top, you would still follow the same process, okay? Okay, so only one of these you're gonna protein bond, and it is your conversion gel, okay? So this one is conversion gel, this is your resin, your number 1 through 4. Okay, this you do not use protein bond with at all, okay? So I'm gonna protein bond my conversion gel one. Come through. Go through all 10 and then come back and do your second coat. Let me show you a little trick if that didn't catch. So my second coat, I come in and I turn it around a few times in here. What that does is take off a lot of my protein bond, and I just add a little here. If I come in like this and go straight in, it's gonna run everywhere in your cuticle area. So when you're doing your second coat, do a little circular motion here, then come and add from here. Okay, just a little tip. So I'm going to work on them at the same time, because usually when you use the resin, it takes like a minute or so for it to set up. So I might as well work on the other one at the same time. Okay, so we'll do the resin one first. And the color I used on this one was Radiant Blitz. On my conversion one, I used Bronze Blitz. I like these colors together. They look super cute as a set as well. Okay, so for the first one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use number 1, which is her prep. So this is going to dehydrate the nail plate and get it ready for all the layers to be layered from here. Now on Sally, on plastic, it doesn't look dry after a while. Okay, it stays wet looking for some reason, but on a person, it's going to get dry, like a dehydrated look, okay, on a natural nail. So what I'm going to do is go into number 2, and I am going to put it all the way back here and drag it through. Come in with my color. So what I did was just fill it all the way back to the cuticle area. Okay, Let's move on to our conversion base. So now what I've done, I protein bonded it, right? Now I'm gonna go into my base. So you're gonna come in with your base. Now back here, I'm gonna kind of lighten my touch just a little and then put more pressure here. And the reason being is I really don't need to build up much body through here. And I want most of the product back here to fill in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is come in here. And glitter, sometimes you'll notice doesn't cover that great in the first coat. No big deal. Sometimes I do up to 3 coats. So as you could see, the powder of the SlickPour connected there, and it's more of a clear because it's mixed with under the radar and glitter. No problem, that's very common. So that's why we're showing you the little tricks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go under the light for 1 minute for the SlickPour. It is not going to hurt my resin now, okay? It's actually gonna give it time a little bit to dry to go into my next coat, okay? So I'll go under the light for 1 full minute. So I'll dust this off. This is my resin, okay? This is my glue. So what I'm gonna do from here is do number 2 again and get my color. Now, honestly, on a person, I don't put this underneath because it touches their skin. I kind of just let it go on here and throw it away. I'll go ahead and demo how I do it in salon. I did it here to keep clean because it's Sally. She apparently doesn't have germs, right? So let's do it like I would do it in salon. So this is my second coat. Come in here and bring it through. A little bit more back there. Make sure your cuticle area is good. Okay. I love this color, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna come back here and then sprinkle it all the way through. Okay. I got a little on my neighbor, no worries. Okay, so I'll let that sit. I'd go on to the next nail. Now let's go into our bronze Blitz. So I'm gonna come in with my conversion base. Okay, again, come back here, fill it in, put pressure through here. You do not need much through here, but make sure you're covering everything. Let's put our bronze Blitz on. So you could see it absorb, it kind of twinkles a little. What that's doing, it's absorbing the glitter and the SlickPour, so that's gonna be really its strength. So you want it to absorb. You could kind of put a little bit more over the whole thing. Doesn't need a whole lot. Then once it absorbs, you could tack it off. And as you could see, remember I said sometimes you need to go back in 3 coats with glitter? That's common with glitter. It's not a big deal. What I'm going to do is cure this for 1 full minute while I do her other hand. So she came out of the light for 60 seconds. And what I'm gonna do is take care of my first one, dust off everything. So now I'm gonna activate it with number 3. What this is gonna do is speed up your process for all your glue drying, okay? Go ahead and rub it in a little. So what I'll do here is I would file and fix it, but I'm gonna go on, let me wipe this off a little. I'm gonna go on to my next one just to let it set a minute, because usually you would go through all 10. There's a little bit of product. Usually we'd go through all 10, so I'm gonna let it activate it for at least about 2 minutes. And that's usually the process it takes you to go through all the nails. So let's go ahead and come here and perfect my bronze Blitz. What I'm gonna do is kind of get my product close to the cuticle, and I don't really want much through here. So do you see my pressure through there? I'm just dragging it through. I really don't want any bulk because I don't need it to get any thicker than it is. So I'm gonna come right here and put it in the back. Let it absorb. And as you could see right here, I get my orange wood stick to make sure it's clean. You could see it went all the way back to the cuticle. So I have to cure this 1 more time. So I would cure it for 1 minute. Okay, so what I'm gonna do from here is wipe off my dispersion layer on my SlickPour. Let's go ahead and get a swipe pad and my swipe. Let's wipe off this sticky residue. You could also use ManiQ Cleanser. Either one will do the job. Okay, so what I'm gonna do from here is kind of file and shape them. So I'm gonna go ahead and come in here. Make sure it's clean around my cuticle area. just follow through with my file. So I'm taking down the bulk just a little. I don't really need my electric file because all I'm doing is just refining my shape and kind of bringing down the thickness on the free edge. So this is just a straight square nail. Blend everything in. Okay, this one too. This doesn't need much. Let's see. This one actually hardly needs anything. All I'm going to do is just blend this in just a little right here. I'm going to use my buffer a little here. So I tend to get a little aggressive. You can see I was getting a little aggressive with my file because I'm a little heavy-handed when I file. So once I do this, I'm going to come in through the sides, make sure everything's clean. I'm going to dust these off. I am going to swipe to change my pH balance, and I have my nails filled from here. So I like to go into conversion top with this. You could actually go in any top coat you want at this point because you're going to electric file your top coat off. You could use finish gel, you could use our matte top coat, you could use conversion gel. If you're going to soak it, I would use conversion gel because it breaks down faster. I still would file it a little thinner before you remove it, before you were to soak it. This one comes with number 4, which is the top coat here. I actually would go in with a gel top coat. Most of my clients that get SlickPour always want a gel top coat, and it's because of the shine. The number 4 is pretty shiny. It just takes about 5 minutes to dry when you could go under the light and it cure in 1 minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gel top them both, but you have your option, okay? But I'm just showing you the most popular way. So if I'm going to gel polish them both, sometimes swipe will turn a little dry in some spots like it did right there. There's nothing wrong with that nail. That sometimes swipe just dries like to a white residue. Okay, so I'll put conversion top on both of these. Remember, you could put number 4 in here. It's up to you. I just kind of wanted to show you what's the most popular and what most clients are asking for. There's nothing better than a gel top coat shine, right? So pretty. I'm obsessed with this color. It's super pretty. So now what I'm going to do is go under the light for 1 minute. So from here, I'm going to use ManiQ Cleanser because it's more of an alcohol base and because I used conversion gel. And top, I'll wipe it off from here. And they're completely done. So hope this helps you with your fills for SlickPour. Looking forward to next time. Thank you.
Hey guys, we hope you love our nail videos. Comment below and let us know what you want to see next. To see more, go right over here. To subscribe to our channel, head right over here.